We have a story of Jesus calling some of his disciples, specifically his disciples that were fishermen. We get the story where some of these fishermen, some of his early disciples had just come off a night of fishing on the lake. And Jesus approached them. He said, "Hey, can you take me out on the water?" And as they took him out on the water, he talked for a little bit, and then he said, "Hey, why don't you take your boats and go out into deep water and throw your nets out there and fish?" And they look at him and they're like, "Sir, we've been fishing all night and we hadn't caught a single thing." But they said, "Because he says so, I will." Because he says so, I will. And so they go out, put out into deep water, throw their nets overboard. They catch so many fish, that they have to not only throw it in their boat, but they have to call somebody else to bring their boat. And they get 2 huge boatloads of fish exactly where they had been fishing before. We have a life board at our church that every person who gives their life to Christ, every person that falls through in baptism at our church gets to write their name and their initials on this life board and plug their light into the life board is a symbol that they are now filled with the light of Christ. And that life board represents as well every single does not have a light is a life that is not connected to. It's a constant reminder that there's a lost community, and so we continue to look at the life board as a constant encouragement that there's more. In our city, in Ponca City, there are a lot of churches. There are a lot of good churches in Ponca City that are reaching people, but there's other fish that they didn't know about, that God had provided a huge catch that he wanted them to have. And I believe that as I was reading that passage, God really led me and gave me a heart to say, listen, there are other fish, there are other people in Ponca City that nobody else is reaching, that nobody else is going to be able to reach. And God is specifically, uniquely calling us to do this. There are people in Ponca City and in our surrounding community, in northern Oklahoma, in the Bible Belt, in wherever, there are people without knowledge of the gospel of Jesus Christ.